Hello, everybody. Welcome to
the perception towards a more positive outlook. So even though I have this distress,
I had heart bypass surgery, and then it just kept continuing. I've had 4 open heart surgeries.
This is Chris.
on our way to our investigation out in Sound Beach. We're here in a house in Massapequa to do an investigation. Any one of you have a question? She's a mature woman. It's an older woman. Older styled hair. She's going to confirm it, but that's exactly what it is. It's an older woman that's been here for a long time.
Yes, her name is Mary.
Is your name Mary? Make the flashlight light if your name is Mary.
Mary. Thank you. Welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. My name is Chris.
Angelo?
And it is, what month is this? August?
We are August 5th.
August 5th, 2013. Our wonderful guest today, Karin, has not shown up yet.
No?
Apparently she hit some traffic, but we'll back into her enough as far as the clarity of the camera.
It looks a little blurry, but...
I did focus, I did autofocus, I did everything I can do. And that's the way it's going to stay. We have two other cameras.
As to say, we have other cameras running in the studio.
We have 2 other cameras in the studio right now, and they will pick them up when we do the YouTube thing. Hello, everybody. I wanted to take time out to say hello, Lisa, Carrie,
Laura.
Laura's on there. Hello to you. Casper Angelo is on there because he's sitting right next to me.
Who?
And welcome, guys, for joining us once again on probably what it is close to our 3rd year of having fun and entertainment with our pals here on Casper Paranormal.
We're in our 3rd.
We're in our 3rd year?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
We tried to figure that out yesterday, huh?
Okay, so anyway, for those of you who did not see, I did post an investigation. I edited it last night. Alien number 2 is not here. She went off to her native planet, and she'll be back soon. So just letting everybody know that. So I had some free time to edit last night.
Okay, Alien 1, just in case somebody comes.
Alien 1.
Alien 1, Colette, the guest.
Hi, Alien 1.
Hello.
And so we did an investigation yesterday from a family in the Isle Township area.
Yes.
And it goes along with the whole concept of gift and innocence, believe it or not.
Well,
right? With Sydney
not
Sherman.
really. It's going to go about the shows that we had of psychics that don't know how to talk to people correctly because they misinform them totally. You got to get an exorcist. This house is possessed. And then they contacted Chris, and we went in there and...
The house is full of positive energy. I didn't feel any negative energy in that house whatsoever. But the whole idea what I was talking about with Sydney Sherman's book, and Gifted Innocence, which is now coming out, by the way, I suggest everybody buying a copy. Just so you know, I do believe that the child had the ability to see her grandmother.
I was pretty impressed with that. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, she spoke as though she was an adult.
Very good camera presence too. This girl, yeah, you're right though. She spoke very well.
Very, very talented, very gifted in a way that she will be able to communicate, and she puts her words out there that just make sense.
Right.
When she held the stones in her hand when I gave them to her, and mind you, I believe she was only 10. That's how old she was.
She was 5th grade?
That's, I think 10, right?
Okay.
I remember the number 10. I really don't know. She's here now, our guest. she just texted me.
Outside?
It said no answer. I'm here. I can't answer. I'm on the phone. Oh, no answer on the door maybe. Because I didn't see the phone ring from a 631 number. So she was knocking on the door probably. But anyway, Corinne's going to tell you more about what she does. But as far as the investigation, what did you think of it?
I was pretty impressed. This girl, when you gave her, we had a couple of stones that Chris gave her one at a time. And it was like instantly, it was like, I'm going to put the stone in your hand. Instantly, I'm going to put the stone in your hand, tell me what you feel. It was like, boom, I feel happy. Ooh, I feel sad. Boom. Right?
Yeah, I agree. And the stone, what she said, she feels happy, she feels sad, made sense.
Right.
The stone actually does. Alien dog is really going crazy.
I would guess, yeah.
Do you want to see if you can maybe get the guest and we'll continue talking? Just so at least we can talk. But I do want to mention with the there goes Angela. Hi, Ange. That is major attack dog, by the way. If anybody hears. I don't understand the attack dog thing.
I was walking around the whole property.
Okay, so we're live right now. Just so you know, you're walking in live. You can have a seat.
All right.
Here's our special guest. Here,
Where shall I sit?
You can sit right here in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Get downstairs. Get out of here. Come on here.
There's the attack dog.
There she is. Bella.
Yeah,
Ready to go crazy?
Come here.
How are
There
you?
I am. Good. How are you? Good to see you, Chris.
Good to see you. Angelo.
Hi, Angelo. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Did you run into any traffic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know,
It says no answer. What do you mean the
well,
door,
I was
right?
walking around the property, right?
Oh.
Looking
Were
for
you
you
assessing it or?
No.
Just checking.
I saw her going around the back.
Patio.
I saw you go around the back. I went to the
To a
back.
comedy show. If you watched our show before, we do a little bit of banter and things like that. But we talked about, we just had an investigation yesterday,
Oh, yeah?
which was really pretty cool. It was a family in the Isle town who think that her daughter is gifted and think there's a negative energy inside the house.
Okay.
So we went there and found absolutely no negative energy in the house, and her daughter does actually see her grandmother, who has passed. So it was pretty interesting.
Wow.
The video's on our site right now if you care to look at it at a later time.
Okay.
But anyway, here we go. Now, we already introduced you 3 times.
Oh,
Now,
good.
we were pretending you were here, and it was sort of a ghost thing.
Oh,
and then
wow.
you were invisible.
Right.
So that's what we wanted to do. See, but this is actually the real thing now.
I'm here.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about BluChip? Because
Okay.
everybody already knows who you are.
Really?
Oh yeah, see?
Okay. Welcome. Oh, hi.
Yeah, they already
That's
know
so
who you
nice.
are. We've already talked to you about that.
That's so nice. Wow.
So tell us a little bit about, first of all, how you got the name.
Okay, that was my lovely husband. He already had a company called BluChip, and it was started with a group of guys, and I think that they thought the name BluChip was going to be a great name for meaning the best stocks, and men, I think,
That's what I would think of, yeah, BluChip stock, sure.
Yeah, so the company really didn't go anywhere. And one day he said to me, why don't you take over this dormant company that we have and start doing your magic? And that was probably the best and the worst thing that he ever said to me.
Well, no, the magic seems to work. I mean, it seemed to be pretty popular. It seemed to be out there. I don't know if it's a mistake or it's a good thing, but I friended BluChip to the point where I get every one of your videos. And I got to tell you, I don't know if you use a spaceship or a time portal, but you are like everywhere, like 30 places in a day.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how you do that, but that's pretty good. The other thing that's really cool is your remote transmit,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. We'll have to talk about that off the air to do something like that. We use our cameras. We have a few cameras, and then what we're going to do is we edit everything and we put everything on YouTube. So we want to go a little bit further. Exactly, how do you pick the people that you interview? Who are the people that you interview? And how do the businesses come to you, or do you come to them?
I guess I don't proactively look for marketing for anybody. I always felt that we had, how BluChip started was just to market our own businesses, which were already thriving but needed a push. I always handled a lot of the marketing for the businesses. And then when BluChip came about, I guess people started asking me what I could do to help them to grow their business. The interesting thing is that many people would ask us to be partners with them, and I think for a long time, my husband and I would say, yeah, we'll help you, we'll partner with you in this business. You know, Angela, if you said to me, let's start something today, let's go open up a restaurant, we might have gone ahead and had done that. And with BluChip now, it gives us a tool to teach people how to do it, teach people how to thrive. We will handle that part for them, get them out there, and then we don't have to be partners, but we are sort of a partner because we really care about their business and we want to get them out there. And I want to see the numbers that they're growing, that they're doing really well, that they're expanding or whatever their purpose is.
That's interesting. So the people and this is on Long Island, correct? Okay, so
yeah, well, we have some national clients, yeah, but I like to focus on Long Island. I mean, Long Island for me it's my heart is here, my 4 kids are here, my husband's here, our businesses are here, and I really love Long Island. I don't want to see people leave. I want to see people thrive. Don't leave.
So, for instance, I want to have this very successful psychic medium business, and I want to. Well, I'm already in business, but I want to make it thrive. How would BluChip, and not that you're going to help me, I'm just saying, how would BluChip assist somebody like myself in doing that?
So we would sit down with you and find out exactly what kind of audience you wanted. If you wanted speaking engagements, if you wanted to be all over the web, if you wanted interviews. And coincidentally, aside from answering your question, the Daily Blue started because of the need for our clients to get exposed. So we have a pool full of clients, and the news doesn't always think what they're doing is vital to go in the paper or to be on the news, on TV. So the Daily Blue, which is kind of like what you have with Casper Paranormal Research, is a tool for us to expose our clients.
Okay.
And instead of being handcuffed to the news, we're able to tell people what they do or what's going on without having to write a press release and hope and beg and plead that it gets in. But for you, with your business, we would identify what your audience is, we'd find out what you're doing, and then we would do a mixture of things. It would be through e-blasting, it would be through the regular traditional forms of news, it would be through our own forms of news and media, and then e-blasting social media. Maybe it would be search engine optimization, maybe it would be speaking engagements, maybe you need to connect with the community, so we would connect you with the community. Maybe you need to be in charities, maybe you need to be in organizations. We would connect you with those people who could utilize having your services.
You could be e-blasted.
You can be e-blasted.
I think I've been e-blasted enough.
Ghost blasted.
Yes, that's right. And we are Ghostbusters. So far, how long is BluChip, Daily Blue, how long has that been in business so far?
The BluChip started, it's 3.5 years now, and the Daily Blue we launched in, I'd say more like April. And we launched it without not having a clue what we were doing or not knowing what we really wanted, except that we wanted to expose our clients that weren't always getting the media attention that we felt that they deserved. Not that the news is wrong in not covering them, but we just felt passionate about what our clients are doing.
Right.
So since April, and the Daily Blue has been probably one of the funnest things I've ever done. It's been a great avenue for my staff to get involved in getting in front of the camera, which they were really shy about. And
it's
also,
not an easy thing.
It's not.
Especially when you're going, Angela, do me a favor because I see you're in that thing.
Oh, you're right.
Take a link and post it onto chat so people can just click right on it and go on it.
Thank you.
But it's funny because we've been in front of the camera now for a while, but when you do it, how often, because you go live, how often do you get tongue-tied in the beginning and be like, hi, welcome to okay, let's do it again. Because we do it here, and you
like,
sort
let's
of
start
have to
again.
laugh at yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And we
I
enjoy
think-
that sometimes.
Yeah, it's nice that you said that. I think that's one part of the fun in it. I don't want something that's always staged and
Right.
not organic.
Right.
I don't want to be a news anchor. I feel like I'm just Corinne.
Although news anchors make quite a bit of money.
And they have a great job, and I think that it's great to idolize them in a certain way, that they are doing a great thing. They provide us with the news. I just want real people to come to the site and be able to report the news. You can send us a video, and we will report the news about anybody, or we'll send a cameraman to you and report the news. Real people, generic, organic, real news, if you think you have something important to say.
I just want to add that Corinne is now sitting on 5 telephone books, and that's why she's so much taller than I am right now. Just as you can see on the camera, guys, you got Angelo, and then you got Corinne, and then you got...
I think she's taller than me. I'm 5'9".
That's taller than you.
and then you got the midget, and that's me. I'm the little midget here. Can't win them all. By the way, I had done a reading. We had talked about this, and I'm just going to bring it up on the air, kind of not put you on the spot, but
All right.
the person that I did a reading for is actually online right now.
Really?
All right,
Okay.
and her name is Carrie.
Okay.
I did a very, and I'm not tooting my own horn. It was just a very touching reading for me because we were able to reach her daughter,
Right.
who had passed.
Right.
And it was just an amazing thing. I just thought it would be good to be able to interview her to show not just what I can do, but any psychic medium who has the ability to be able to bring closure and peace to people's lives. You know,
Right, absolutely.
To show them that. And I had talked to Carrie about this, and I think that she would think it'd be a good idea to, be able to explain exactly how it made her feel and how it made her move on.
Right.
Is that something that you'd be interested in doing?
Absolutely. I would love that. I would love to speak with her, and in knowing you for a very short time.
Short, there's the word again.
And she would like to do it too, so.
Yes, she said, yes, I would.
Oh, that's wonderful. First of all, I think that you have an innate ability to connect people, and I think you're deeply connected even with life. So I think when you say something, my belief is that the public should listen. And
It was a
I'm gonna
commercial
repeat
about that,
again.
wasn't it?
Yes.
I think you're committed.
That's not fair. Now, of course, you, this just all came naturally to you, right? You had a very easy upbringing. You had everything that was handed to you.
Right.
Correct? Everything was just wonderful. You
I was
came
born
into
with a
the
silver
thing.
spoon.
Silver, gold, and every other spoon that you can come up with. But when you were in my apartment doing the interview with me, I felt differently.
Yeah.
I felt that, here you got a lady who's good looking, she's
Thanks.
intelligent, she's
Wow.
smart, she's tall, she's a pain in the neck, no, she's late.
She's late.
But I really did not get that everything was just wonderful. And that was when I was going to do a reading with you. And I sensed that things were going on. Things weren't just what they were. How did you climb out of that cloud of yours and say, you know what, I'm going to make things work?
I think there was something that always sat inside of me to be great. I wanted to be the best that I can be. And if there's anything that I can share with my staff, our employees, my family, my 4 kids, it's to just do your best in whatever you're doing. So when I was living in a car for a couple of days because my situation wasn't very nice or easy, I remember thinking, well, I never felt sorry for myself or thought, what am I doing in this car? I just thought, well, I'm going to be buying a house soon. And that's what that a year and a half or maybe almost 2 years later, I bought my first house. And that's where my heart was. I never thought for a minute, well, I'm so sad that I'm here. I'm so sad that I'm living out of a car and I have no family. So I think when you have a desire to be great, follow your heart and do something great. There's no holding you back.
I guess my point is, for all those people out there that watch the show and look for hope and feel that they're at the bottom of the barrel, which we've all been through at one point in their lives, including myself, I always kept faith in knowing that if I try and think positive, then the positive things will happen.
Right.
So right now, you don't have to live in your car. You can probably have a camper, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And everything seems to be going well. But you don't necessarily take that for granted, I feel.
No, you're right. You're right.
I sense that you're pretty humble about what you do. And that's one of the reasons that you do like to help people. And that you are sincere when you say that you want to go and make other people better. That's just something that you strive to do. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I really believe that, and maybe you could tell me if I have a guardian angel over me or somebody's been watching over me, because I feel there's always a sense of passion to help people, and I feel that my place on earth is to help others, along with, of course, to be a good wife and to live and grow old with my husband. I think that's great, and I'm happy about that. To also be the best mother I can be, and I couldn't wait to have kids, but if there are those 4 lives that I can touch, that's great. But I know that there's so much more and so many more people for me to help.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that. And as far as guardian angels, we won't go into that on the air. We've already...
His own opinion of that.
I can tell you who watches over you. Whether or not... I guess the word guardian... guardian family member would be more my way of saying it than a guardian angel. And thank you very much for Carrie saying that I give people hope. Positive attracts positive, Lisa. Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah. Law of attraction. I mean, this morning, just for a quick little story.
Law of attraction.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
I said to my kids this morning, I was driving in the car and I got pulled over and I got a ticket. And then the kids were sort of bickering and the kid said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Now I'm just in a bad mood. It just set me," and I said, "I have to change this. It's my fault, and I'm attracting now all this negative energy." And all of a sudden, the kids turned and looked at each other and said, "Yeah, we have to change this. We have to be better."
Wow.
Well, your kids are a bit bizarre to begin with.
They were
I've seen your kids, and they are.
Thank you. I'm sure they'll love that.
They're little adults. They were actually very well behaved.
They were, and they really enjoyed that.
Yeah, they're very positive kind of kids. Like a girl we met yesterday, and they seem to be very grown up for their age. I'm sure you see different sides of them, but when they're in front of me, at least they seem to be very, very mature.
I've always felt very strongly that not just me, but whenever you have the chance to bring your kids to work, sit them in a meeting. They went on the interview that I did with Chris. They learned so much that they're still talking about, and I think when you teach them to be in that situation or be in that setting as much as you can, it certainly helps them to learn about life instead of staying home or being with a babysitter. And that's certainly easier sometimes to just have a babysitter to stay with 4 kids. But it's a bit harder for me, but I do think it has set a tone of working, work ethic, what I do all day, who I meet, and how to be in life.
The future of the Daily Blue, the future of BluChip, where do you see it morphing into? Where do you see it growing? How is it going to expand? What is the new technology that might come out? What's going on with that?
That's a great question. I think it's really hard to say, to have my sights on this is where I want to be. I'm so happy and content with my life. I feel really good about my life. I just know that I want to be and can be doing more. So the Daily Blue, I think, and BluChip marketing is always evolving. We have an SEO department and a partner in SEO. My kids are all really active in doing things with the Daily Blue. My daughter taught me about editing videos that she does in 3 minutes time. It's very bizarre.
Maybe she can come to mine.
Yeah, exactly. She's quick about it, and I had no idea. She said, "Give me a chance." So I think the technology is unbelievable what we're doing. I mean, just from this phone, I can record all this and upload it to our site,
Sure.
just like this. And
amazing.
it's really neat.
I don't know if I could do that with live stream.
You may be able
think
to.
you can.
I'm sure you
Ustream
can.
I can, but live stream I had a problem with.
Ustream. You
Yeah.
have to go to Ustream. And,
I
and
used
see
to.
what
I
you
have a
can do.
Ustream account, but we stopped that on our second year on
Yeah, it wasn't too.
our second year.
It wasn't
We've
too-
had our issues. We've certainly had our issues, but the great thing about the internet is now you can incorporate your website with all of your social media platforms, with your own site, a live media site, Facebook, Twitter. We can upload video, YouTube, all
Right.
from this.
Right.
Although I have to say though that we are building a beautiful
Studio?
new and studio space, and we did invest in some higher end technology now with beautiful cameras like you guys have, and I think it's going to be easier now for people to come into us. Although I still want to be able to just pick up
Go on the
and
road.
go on the road and say, let me record that cute little dog.
I like
'cause,
that.
you
I
know.
like that. I actually watch them, believe it or not. I do, and I'm like, oh, look at this is where she is today. Oh, that. How the hell did she get over there so quick? And I just didn't. I didn't understand it. But I really think that the Daily Blue would be. Here's my suggestion. I'm nobody, of course. I'm just this short little bald guy that talks
It's
to
2 cents.
people who best. But my thing is, why not give the opportunity to businesses and interview them in your studio so they can sort of pitch their
business
their
or
drive,
their whatever, right.
their whole love of
Yeah.
what they do.
Absolutely.
This way they can go on and you can ask them, just like I'm doing with you, because
Yeah.
you get to pitch the Daily Blue and BluChip, yet I'm very interested in it. I thought it was a very good idea. I think it's great to help. We also have other people come here. We
Yeah.
have authors. There's one, her
Yeah.
book is right here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They come onto the show either via Skype or in person. We have the guy that's going to be doing, by the way, he did the Ocean Beach murder.
Right.
He wrote a book about that. He'll be on the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
comedians on here.
Okay.
They love to talk about paranormal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Actually, it was a psychic's husband who was a comedian. But he came on the show and he was talking about his experiences and how they live together and what they do. They
That's
coincide.
fantastic.
Yeah, it was very nice.
We do have channels of the Daily Blue where we do have people who are used to interviewing, because not everybody can get in front of the camera, like we
That's true.
said.
That's true.
So we have set up different channels for Hello Long Island. We have a real estate show that, wow, we premiered it 2 weeks ago. I can't
Wow.
believe how many views we got for this.
Oh, really?
And excellent guys at Realty Connect. That was. We have some charity shows. We have weather. The weather goes up every single day from Charles Roberts.
I look outside.
Yeah, he looks outside too.
Yeah. Outside, partly cloudy today with a little bit of sun peeking through.
Yeah.
Actually, I do it the night before because if it's red skies, we're gonna have a good day tomorrow.
Well, I would love to be able to help with charities that you may have. I'm putting
that's
that out
great.
there right now.
Okay.
I'll offer my services. You just let me know in
Thank you.
advance, and I'm sorry. Do you have 2 iPhones?
Yeah, one is my
You go from living in the car to have 2 iPhones?
That's
really?
it.
Is that what it is?
And this is all to record, or when we're recording for the Daily Blue, if we don't want to be cut out if someone calls
Right.
me.
Yeah, I agree.
So no one gets this number, and no one texts, no one interrupts.
The
So
secret number.
I don't even know it.
Oh,
I
good.
couldn't even tell you what it is.
That's great.
But believe it's been very helpful because I can hand it to the kids and say, keep up with LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter while I'm driving, and that's how I'm in multiple places. I
Right.
have 4 little helpers all day long, assistants.
Little
helping me.
gremlins helping you out with the stuff.
It's
But
good to
that
see they're
is
not going
true,
back to school
though.
in September then.
I am so upset about it. I'm not happy about it.
I actually thought about that when you were recording with me. Is that what happens if somebody calls you and cuts out the video?
No, yeah.
So that. Oh, you talk like my girlfriend. No, yeah, yes,
No,
no.
No,
Man,
you're
yeah.
wrong.
Oh, yeah, no. It's like, really?
What is that?
Yeah, she calls it genies.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I love your
so-
girlfriend. She
Oh, she's
is sweet.
She is an
She's
amazing
really,
woman.
really sweet.
She's in sunny Florida as we speak.
Oh, she is?
She is. She's
Wow.
in sunny Florida, which I wish I was there.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not. So,
I do want to say something. I brought some stuff with me.
okay.
So when you're ready for me to take that
Is it in your
out-
pocket? Because I didn't see you walk in with anything.
Look there with a purse,
Oh,
a
in my
suitcase.
purse. When you're ready, yeah, want
I'm
to
ready,
take,
let's
take
do
out my
it.
goodies? So I'm going to tell you a story. I think I told you a little bit about this. I wasn't sure why you and I, like me, really connected, why we were, the reason. But I think one of the reasons that you could help me would be to find out maybe what this stuff that I came upon, what it is and what it means. I found a box one day. You're going to like this, Angelo. Just found a box, and on top of the box was something that I noticed right away that I wanted, and it was this book. Now, I collect old books, but I saw this on top, and right away I was intrigued, and I thought, I started fumbling through it. You could see that it's all bound together. It's probably not worth anything, but the first page that I opened, it said that it was the original information about the records of Smithtown, the town of Smithtown, and that's where I live.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right, so I wanted that right away. Well, in the rest of the box happens to be a whole bunch of information, and I really want to find out who is the owner of this
Now,
stuff.
first of all, I want to, did you see a date on here?
1897, I think it is.
Do you know, I found a Bible that's in perfect condition
Yeah.
from 1872, I believe, and it's handwritten to somebody.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I have a
it's
lot of good
handwritten.
stuff.
I tried to
like
find who it belonged to.
that. And
It's-
nothing, huh?
No, it's in Slavic.
So
Really?
Slavic.
I had a lot of old books prior to 1900, and unfortunately my basement flooded, and
Oh, and
but they had them in a nice wood crate and where they're nice
Right.
and dry. But mostly, unfortunately,
kill me.
yeah, it's
I have them all around my
Oh.
house. I'm sure my husband loves it, but there's some dates here about things happening in the 1600s, you can see, and original, but this I love. I just wanted to share it with you guys because I really love this.
Excuse me.
But-
The house that you found this in,
There was no house around.
what was it? What'd you
Woods.
find this in? Woods?
Yeah, it was like they had a garage sale and probably just dumped off
Wow.
the stuff.
well,
Yeah. Sad.
And it's in this, for it being in the woods? This is
Not really the woods, but it was in a Rubbermaid
it
that looked
weathered
like
pretty
it
well,
was.
no
It
pun
was in a
intended.
bubble, yeah.
It was in a Rubbermaid, and it just looked like it was supposed to be at, you know, when you have leftover garage sale stuff, and you just say, well, the rest of it is going to the.
And I couldn't,
Yeah.
honestly, what made you go through a Rubbermaid container in the middle of nowhere?
It was open, the Rubbermaid, and this was on top, and right away I thought, oh, I love old books. That's got to be an old book. Just screamed it to me.
And this was in Smithtown.
Yeah, it was in Smithtown.
Okay.
But the stuff that was underneath it is the most compelling information. That I'm not a garbage picker or any.
Not where we were going, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay, I know. Look at this. This is what I uncovered underneath.
Oh, for all of you people who can't see and that are blind, these are
It's a
really old letters.
letters from the Navy.
Very
and the
cool,
war.
very cool.
Very cool. 1943, I put them in order, and it's 1943 all the way to 44. All the way to 44. And they're letters from a couple of different people addressed to the Cusick family, Elizabeth Cusick or Mary
And how did you search any of these people yet?
I put it on Facebook. I did do a Google search. In the box was a lot of information. Apparently they had a funeral home in Kings Park, the Cusick family. And there is a Cusick family funeral home in New Jersey, but there is nothing around on Long Island. So
I just want to read this for a second, right? Just the front cover is quite intriguing. Grand Central Annex to Miss Betty
Cusick.
I don't have my reading glasses on.
Cusick.
But on the top is big enough for me to read.
Okay.
It says War and Navy Department. The War and Navy Department, right up here. So,
And
it's sealed.
interesting.
And it's sealed.
Yeah, sealed. Interesting, it just is addressed Kings Park, Long Island, New York. There
Right.
is no...
So like there was probably 5 people in this town
Yeah.
when they were there, and this is
Exactly.
one of the 5.
So this is,
But
yeah.
don't you want to open this?
Well, I thought that it...
Is that still against the law if it's that old?
I don't know, right. I did read some of the letters, and it was, some of them many of them are opened. There's a postcard here from 1942. After 3 days at Fort Dix, everything's slowing down here. Everything is nice, and the food is swell, not like Mother's, and it's very beautiful country. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot for me. We drill daily. We attend classes and lectures. Please send regards to your mother. And this looks like Scotch card. I read some other letters.
Not like mothers, is that the way it says?
That's what it says, yeah.
So, proper people, no one talks like that now. Not like moms, what people would say.
Not the mothers.
You know, you kind of, I actually read into everything.
Okay.
No, but not like mothers would be somebody who was brought up, that's maybe the way they spoke back in the day.
Right.
And
it says your mother, so I think that they're not related. But believe it or not, I found out a lot from the stuff that's there, and I didn't bring everything in it. But here's some other stuff that is dated from 1950, and this seems to be a group that got together with 12 members, women, who seem to say a prayer when they got together and then keep the records of what they did.
That's some journal,
how much they
wow.
collected, how they celebrated Gladys's birthday is in here. And it's from 1950 to 1955, 56. Some of it's handwritten and some of it's typed out, but
this is actually quite
This
amazing
is
stuff.
57
This
stuff.
is a good story right
How
there.
neat is
Yeah.
this, right? Bertha was there, Gladys was there, Margaret.
Do you think that this and this are the same people?
Yeah,
Betty
Betty. And
and Elizabeth
Yeah.
can be the same people.
Yes, but Mary is not. Mary is obviously not. And it was a, look at this,
It's Mary Elizabeth.
1958 yearbook from St. Joseph's Church.
Oh my goodness.
Now, they're not in here, so, but I would like to find out if
Wow,
anybody
look at
has
the people
information. Yeah. Originally, I thought, wow, this is calling me
Well, I
because
wish I found this.
we have,
I would. No kidding. I would be all over this thing. This is stuff I love.
I mean, this is.
I love
neat.
history and
It's
stuff.
really neat. This is a journal, I guess a book.
Wait, turn back.
That symbol, I want to say it's not Knights of Columbus or something, but
Let me see.
There's a symbol on here, guys.
Oh, wow.
What is that symbol
Don't.
to you?
I think it says it inside.
I would like to
Like
know.
Hibernian or something.
Hibernian?
Hibernian. Let's Masonic. It's a Masonic.
That's not a Masonic. That's not the Masonic symbol.
1936.
Masonic
1936.
symbol.
My father's a
is-
Mason.
Yeah. It's
Yeah?
got this, the protractor on
Yeah,
it.
my
Yeah.
father's a Mason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different.
I'm.
It's her yearbook.
Does that remind you of anything? That symbol? Anything?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Look a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to have. You know,
This is an old Masonic. Yeah, that's a Masonic. But
the front.
yeah.
I can't see
It's
anything.
Christian. You have a chalice. You have the king. You have a crown.
Interesting,
this
right?
stuff is,
And
This is cool stuff. So what I would love to do, Chris, and maybe it's something you could help me with, but maybe we open the letters and maybe there's a love story in here. Maybe there's, I don't know, a family issue. Maybe, I don't, some of the stuff in the box was dated all the way back, the postcards from 1918.
That's
So
insane.
aside from, I guess, helping people, maybe this is something we can
Let's do
we
this
can work
together.
on. Yeah.
Again, this is to Betty. So, who's ever writing to Betty is either friendly with Betty,
Yeah.
like in a relative form, like wanting to date them, or these are all to Betty. I don't necessarily think that they're just best friends. I think there's more to it than that.
One of them is definitely a brother or some sort of family member because he talks about, can you send me some clothes? I miss mother's cooking. But there's a couple of different guys that wrote. So
Because Betty is single.
I think Betty's single. Yeah.
No, we know
We
Betty's
know?
single.
We do?
Well, yes, because it says Miss Betty.
Oh, okay. I thought you were giving me some.
No, it's not any part of the psychic thing right now.
It's just
That comes later.
the obvious blonde thing.
Yes, yeah, I'll have to speak to you about that blonde thing
Oh,
too. So.
really?
Yeah, no, I'm only
Now,
kidding.
the neat thing about this is that I guess the Navy must have
Looked at him?
looked at them, and this is really neat because inside of these little envelopes, it's sort of shrunken down and copied. Is that cool?
So it was
This is not the
approved.
real-
So it was approved.
So it was approved, and then a lot of times they stamped it approved. So this
So
I don't
what year
think
was
is
that they approved the mail? Because they don't do that now, do they, in the service?
Somebody's saying the Freemasons.
Well, that's my father. That's the Freemason's my father. That's the actual real name
Of the Masonic?
thing. It's
Okay.
Freemason.
Okay.
My
Right.
father, yeah.
Right.
All my relatives, my Uncle Paul, very, very high up in the Freemasons also.
So some of the really cool stuff we found was some. I guess because they owned a funeral home, they had transported bodies on the railroad.
Now we're getting somewhere.
We're getting crazy, right?
Yeah, good
So
stuff.
I have receipts of embalmment and transferring of bodies.
Where are they?
In the box. It's such a huge box, and also
Wait. I want to say that one more time. She has receipts of transporting bodies. That's cool.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I had
It's
to add
okay.
that. I had to add that in there. That's actually really cool history, not to be morbid
But it is.
or morbid.
Let's see what else I have here. I also found, here's some stuff from Cusick Funeral Home in Kings Park. May Cusick is the funeral director at this time.
Kings Park, Ange.
Kings Park.
We actually investigated that place.
Okay.
Kings Park Psychiatric
Believe it or
Center.
not, somebody in the family really was reporting and saved some paperwork from the psychiatric center about the beds that were there, some of the things that they were doing, and I have that.
As being like
A
inappropriate?
nurse. No, a nurse. It was completely appropriate, professional writing.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Just there are 19 beds, and so is going to be moved to room 219, that kind of thing.
Do you know what you have here?
I mean, I think
I
that's
mean,
just
this
incredible, right?
is amazing history
Yeah.
that families would love to be able to get their hands on.
That's what I thought. And really, another really cool thing that I found was 5 aprons that must have been from the 50s. 2 were used, 3 still had tags on them. I had them preserved, but all real aprons that the women probably wore when they greeted their husbands from a long day at work.
Right.
Real neat.
Free Spirit saying they're hidden treasures.
Yeah.
This is what I would love to be able to do. And I'm talking like I'm doing a reading here because I always do this when I'm doing a reading. I would love somehow to get it out there and have a little dinner or luncheon
Not a seance.
to all the people. Listen, crazy woman. To all the people with the names and who this might associate with.
Yeah.
Get them all together as a reunion
Yeah.
and go over what we have and display it. Don't give it.
That would be great.
Display it.
That
And then
would
we'll
be
talk
great.
about it. And then I'll do a reading to each family member
Sure.
that has to do with these people.
That would be
So we will
incredible.
find these
We
people.
will
I
fi-
guarantee that we can
Okay.
find these people.
Because
It's a
I didn't
possibility
come up
that
with
they're
anyone.
still alive.
Oh, absolutely.
In their 80s.
Oh,
right
they,
now.
Sure.
The original people, there's some people that
Yeah.
may still be alive, yeah.
Sure.
Not to mention their, sons and daughters and...
And that's what I was hoping. It's really sad when you see just a box full of someone's life.
But it's not sad because you have it now.
I haven't. But I have Kings Park High School, her graduation diploma from the high school.
Oh, wow.
I have her records from going to nursing school. I have all of her records from her, they must have mailed her.
Why do you think they were in... I really I can't comprehend why these things, they're very preserved.
Right.
Why would they be, and why did you find it that day before they were destroyed?
I know. I don't know. I know,
Like
and I
somebody
have,
like cleaning out their house and it's
Just
like...
their-
Yeah, but you don't
Yeah.
understand. If it was sitting there for 4 months,
well, even a more bizarre story, I took this bin and I had it in my living room planning on going through it. And then I moved it to our office and then one day it was gone. And I thought my husband must have thrown it away.
Wow.
He must
yeah,
have
what's
tossed
this
it.
garbage, throw it
Yeah,
away.
just gone. Well, he put it in storage and just recently. So I've had it for a few years now.
Oh my God.
I would say 3 years. I've had
And
it.
Cusicks were at a funeral home.
They were a funeral home. Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
have some of their marketing
Did you
stuff.
Did you type in the name and the funeral home?
Yes, I did.
Okay, where was that funeral home located? The address?
I don't know the old address. Nothing
Well,
comes
the
up
guy's
yet.
name is here.
May Cusick is
yeah.
on there. There is
I
a
can
funeral
find all that
home
out.
in New
Easily.
Jersey That's a Cusick Funeral Home in New Jersey, but other than that,
Did you
there
call
was
them?
nothing. Not yet, no, I didn't take the next step. I was really hoping to find a family member, you know,
But
maybe I
that
could
may be.
Google, maybe, yes,
That may be. Do you
That
know
would
Betty?
be-
Do you know?
yes.
I found a lot of important stuff. I'd like to know if there's a Betty related to you in any
Yeah.
way. I mean, if you would like me to take on that task, I'd be more than happy to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm ready to,
I
let's
would-
move forward.
I would be all over that. And this way we can do, I can do my readings for them. We can reunite their family
That
in a
would be
way
neat.
that would, these things are,
Imagine during World
I
War
was just gonna say,
II,
this is,
World War II, this is,
yeah, it's priceless to
it
these
really-
people.
yeah.
You know, to somebody that just finds it, it may not be priceless, but yes, so interesting to read. But to the family who you know, their loved ones, maybe the daughter or the son of their parents who they miss terribly,
Yeah,
it's just good. Be a whole thing of history to them.
I know. And if we don't find the family, I think still.
No, it doesn't work that way.
No?
We will find the family.
Okay. All
There
right.
is no if we don't find the family.
Still, it's a valuable piece of information for people to learn from right here, hands-on, that we can know what was really going on for some of our soldiers.
Agreed.
During
Now
World
you
War
didn't
II.
read through a lot of this stuff,
I
right?
read through one or two just to try to put it in some sort of timeline and try to, put this all together. And one, he mentioned at one time, he wrote in ink and he said, I'm down in Louisiana and it's really, really hard for me to read your letters. So could you please write on something else, because it's so hot here and I have to go and eat and I have no clothes and I have not even any shoes and he even
Sounds like our government.
he made a comment at one point that crushed me. He said, they're feeding us a lot of stuff and they're making us take some sort of tablet and I'm feeling like they're fattening us up. I was like, oh,
Really?
yeah,
Wow, that's bizarre.
really.
I would love to be able to read those letters. I mean, I find that, I'm surprised that, is Bellwood on still?
No.
He had a side up. Bellwood's very, very Bellwood is a paranormal group up in New Jersey, very into history,
Right.
and he's very into stuff like this.
Right.
Civil Wars, this thing,
Yeah.
I'm sure that if he was on, he'll watch the YouTube version of this.
Yeah.
By the way, there are two versions of this. This is the
Okay.
live version.
Right. Great.
And then we go ahead and we put all the cameras together
Great.
and then we'll make a
The
YouTube.
Free Spirit was
Right.
saying probably whoever found these, the universe is probably waiting for the right person to find them.
Right, and which was
That was
you.
you.
Maybe.
So,
Yeah.
what we're going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the video.
Okay.
Then I'm going to boost it. If you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
boosting?
Yeah.
I'm going to boost it in the Smithtown, Kings
Kings
Park.
Park area.
all
Let's do that.
and boost
Let's do it, sure.
So it hits every single
Yeah.
person. We know how many people are on Facebook. So it's going to hit somebody that's going to know who this is. So anybody out there that's watching this now, please, you can contact me at 631-838-2166. If you know about the people that we were talking about, or if you wanted to give your number, or
Yeah,
contact
sure.
BluChip. Go ahead, you can.
BluChip is 631-337.
Easy now.
1603.
We're not all as sharp as you,
Well, you could just Google, and what you come up with Google for BluChip, no E in blue. But they can contact you. I mean, you have a rapport with these people, and that's why I wanted to bring this on the
Right.
show today.
It's just not these people. It's going to be anybody.
Yeah.
Because I blasted on the island, and somebody is going to know Betty, okay, or Elizabeth. Say the last name again.
Cusick.
Cusick.
Cusick. From Kings Park, no street. I don't have a street.
That's bizarre too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Even
think
the
about
funeral
it,
home, no street.
if you think about it,
That's me.
look at if you think about it here, it says Kings Park, Long Island, New York.
Right.
How does it
That's
know? What year was this? Do you know?
That one is 1943, but I have letters here that say 1967, and the funeral home was started in 1912 by
Wow.
John Cusick. John J. Cusick.
No, was that an
The
actor?
actor.
Yeah, was that an actor?
Yeah,
I'm
it
just-
was. Yeah.
It was, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just, I
Wouldn't that be something?
yeah, that, well, you'd have some
Somebody
gold
get on the phone
your
with
hands there.
John.
You'd have some gold on your hands right there. That
Some
would be
neat
great.
stuff. Real neat stuff.
But it is gold to somebody, and we are going to find out how, and we'll keep everybody up to date on what we do find. And you posted the link onto their site?
Right.
So guys, when we're done with this show, which is, believe it or not, only 5 minutes left,
Jeez.
it goes very fast. When we're done with the show, I'd like you to click on that link and see what they're all about. Watch some of the videos, watch what she does.
Well, the link for the Daily Blue, oh, you have it. Okay.
You doing that too?
All right.
Oh yeah, you're
He's on top.
all in there. Yeah.
Jeez.
Usually Alien 1, Alien 2 are all over that.
They usually do that, yeah.
Yeah, but
Alien 1's
and now the dailyblue.com guys go on that also. By the way, I was the interview that's all the way on the bottom.
Oh, really?
I'm the nobody interview.
Smallest one.
I had to find myself after scrolling all the way down there. I don't know. Maybe we should do another one, and I
We
can
need
go
to freshen it up, yeah.
up a
That's
little
it.
further. Just
Well, I have the
You
camera
need to
right there.
e-blast that maybe.
yeah. Maybe we need to e-blast me up there. Although I got to tell you, did you ever use the patch?
Yeah, I love the patch.
Okay, I hate the patch. No, I love the patch now.
Okay.
I've never used them.
They had this new spam blocker. All right. So every time I wrote readings by Chris,
Right.
I was blocked. So I had to call up the editor of West Islip Patch and say, really, what's going on here? I'm trying to drum up business here and everything, and they kept on apologizing. Every single time I posted, I had to call it.
Right.
Finally, some lady came on and emailed me just yesterday, said, we whitelisted you, so it will never happen again.
Oh.
So,
that's
but they're
nice.
very, very nice. So I did want to put a
plus.
nice word,
Okay.
a plus out to the West Islip Patch,
Okay.
because that lady is amazing. She actually, I don't know how many people call her, but she answered me and she called me personally on the phone.
That's cool.
There was another North Babylon Patch, or a Babylon Patch. I'm not going to say the man's last name. His first name is Scott. He was an editor. Never heard from the man. So I don't know, I'm
Service
sure
goes a long way
he's
no
just
matter
very
what you're
busy.
doing.
Right, exactly. My point. You know what? When I do a reading, I tell the people after the reading doesn't end here.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever have a question, if you ever have a concern, you can always call me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I'm not going to charge you for it. I don't nickel and dime people.
Right.
If you ever want a full reading again, different story. But if you want to just, and people do it. I told this on the interview
Yeah.
actually. And they still do it.
Yeah.
They call me back. Matter of fact, we went to a lady's house yesterday who I did a reading for. And we investigated her whole house and interviewed her daughter. It's not something that we charge for.
Right.
But that's what we try to get back to the community like what you do.
Right.
So, any last words you want to say to our audience before we cut out for the night?
Well, I'm sad that this is over, so you're going to have me back again because I
Yes,
have a lot
absolutely.
more to say.
And I would like to do some interviews with you.
Yeah, we'd
Carrie,
like to connect,
Carrie
for
is
sure.
on. Carrie is the person. She would definitely love to be able to be interviewed
Sure.
and see how psychic mediums helped her
That sounds
cope
great.
with the death of her daughter.
Yeah, I think
It
what
was-
you do is amazing, and I think you bring a lot of peace to people.
It was very upsetting and gratifying both at the same time.
Right.
And we have a few people like that. Tina Hopkins.
Well, last night alone, I mean, just to put peace in this little girl's mind that this girl was scared to death to go into one room to the other.
Right.
There was another psychic said the house needs to be exercised, and Chris went in there, talked to the girl. I was very impressed the way he talked to this girl. This girl was very, I guess, an old soul because she understood exactly what he was saying,
Wow.
and it was perfect. And he put her mind at ease, and
Right.
the family was just very grateful.
I got a call back today from the same family though, and I'm not gonna say. Oh, a lot of people contacted me. 4 texts. What was that? One of them is you.
Trying to find the door.
She's still outside.
This is actually ghost of me. I just more.
Well, anyway, I'm not going to be able to find it because I got too many texts on here to go through. But she did say to me, thank you very much for the way that you handled it. Both the other person that came and did what I did had a totally different take. And they loved the way I, like you said, talked to the daughter and made her understand. Because everybody, for instance, if you watch a show, right, and you're going to dream about it at night. So now think back when you were 10, all those years ago. Really?
So, just say, like The Walking Dead or something like that.
Right, so the family would watch The Walking Dead. And the little girl would
peek in. She's watching it also.
Right. So therefore, then she has this really bad dream. So she was dreaming of a girl that was in the house that had freckles and red hair and all this other stuff. And I said, really? You have a friend in school that has freckles and red hair,
Right.
don't you?
Right.
Yes, I do. And so my whole point is that she dreams about people at school like any normal person would.
Right.
I have no doubt that she has a gift and that she can see her grandmother. But the other things are her just overthinking things.
Right.
And her putting her dreams into her reality.
Her subconscious mind was thinking.
Right. Her subconscious mind takes over, and that's what most dreams come about.
Right.
Especially with The Walking Dead. Don't watch it. I know there's a lot of fans of The Walking Dead.
I bet you'll be attacking you.
I don't get it. It's the same thing. Watch the
I've
show.
only seen very short,
Well, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is see 5 minutes of it.
That's all and you got it.
No, but if you see 5 minutes of it,
You got that.
that's the same episode every week.
Right.
That same 5 minutes. People get shot.
Killing
with bow and arrows.
dead people.
Right, that's all it is killing dead people. On that note, don't kill any dead people tonight, but my theory is if you're dead, how do you kill them again?
Exactly right.
Right, they're dead. So,
Exactly.
whatever. Good luck with the Daily Blue, good luck with all the
Well,
stuff
we'll
that
be
you're
seeing
doing.
a lot more of each other.
Oh, absolutely.
I know.
And when, do you have a date when your studio might be?
It looks like, I'm going to say about 2 weeks. I mean, we're buying furniture for it. We have the
Oh.
camera set. And we can, like you guys, we can record right now where we are, but it will be beautiful to have our spot set up and only a few minutes from our house.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to actually
We're blowing up here?
go on to it. What?
We're
blowing up.
What the heck was that?
What was it? I
That was
didn't
our timer that we're...
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's like a timer.
It was a timer. They said, get off now. Get off the air. Done.
No.
Well, I didn't even hear it. But anyway, I would love to be able to go. I was listening. I was being intent.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey.
But I would love to be able to go on there. As you know, I like to interview, and I don't shut up.
Yeah.
All right, so that's one of the fun parts of interviewing. So I would love to see it. Until then, everybody, I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you in
2 weeks.
2 weeks when we will probably have Matt, who is the author of the book about the Ocean Parkway murders.
Wow.
So
That's
he
cool.
should be on the show. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. My name is Chris,
Angelo?
and it is, what month is this, August?
We are August 5th.
August 5th, 2013. Our wonderful guest today, Karen, has not shown up yet.
No?
Apparently she hit some traffic, but we'll back into clear enough as far as the clarity of the camera.
It looks a little blurry, but...
I did focus, I did autofocus, I did everything I can do. And that's the way it's going to stay. We have two other cameras.
As to say, we have other cameras running in the studio.
We have two other cameras in the studio right now, and they will pick them up when we do the YouTube thing. Hello, everybody. I want to take time out to say hello, Lisa, Carrie.
Laura.
Laura's on there. Hello to you. Casper Angelo is on there because he's sitting right next to me.
Who?
And welcome, guys, for joining us once again on probably what it is close to our third year of having fun and entertainment with our pals here on Casper Paranormal.
We're in our third.
We're in our third year?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
We tried to figure that out yesterday, huh?
Okay, so anyway, for those of you who did not see, I did post it.
approaches that
Hello,
I can
everybody, welcome
turn the perception towards a more positive outlook. So even though I have this distress,
I had heart bypass surgery, and then it just kept continuing. I've had 4 open heart surgeries.
This is Chris.
On our way to our investigation out in Sound Beach. Paranormal. We're here in a house in Massapequa to do an investigation.
Any one of you have a question? She's a mature woman. It's an older woman. Older styled hair. She's going to confirm it, but that's exactly what it is. It's an older woman that's been here for a long time.
Yes, her name is Mary.
Is your name Mary? Make the flashlight light if your name is Mary.
Mary? Thank you.
As though she was an adult.
Shh. Very good camera presence too. This girl, yeah, you're right though. She spoke very well.
Very, very talented, very gifted in a way that she will be able to communicate, and she puts her words out there that just make sense. When she held the stones in her hand when I gave them to her, and mind you, I believe she was only 10. That's how old she was.
She was 5th grade.
That's, I think 10, right?
Okay.
I remember the number 10. I really don't know. She's here now, our guest. She just texted me.
Outside?
It said no answer. I'm here. I can't answer. I'm on the phone. Oh, no answer on the door maybe. Because I didn't see the phone ring from a 631 number. So she was knocking on the door probably. But anyway, Corinne's going to tell you more about what she does. But as far as the investigation, what did you think of it?
I was pretty impressed. This girl, when you gave her, we had a couple of stones that Chris gave her one at a time. And it was like instantly, it was like, I'm going to put the stone in your hand. Instantly, I'm going to put the stone in your hand, tell me what you feel. It was like, boom.
An investigation, I edited it last night. Alien number 2 is not here. She went off to her native planet, and she'll be back soon. So just letting everybody know that. So I had some free time to edit last night.
Okay, Alien 1, just in case somebody comes.
Alien 1.
Alien 1, Colette, the guest.
Hi, Alien 1.
Hello.
And so we did an investigation yesterday from a family in the Isle Township area.
Yes.
And it goes along the whole concept of gift and innocence, believe it or not.
Well,
right with Sydney
not
Sherman.
really. It's going to go about the shows that we had of psychics that don't know how to talk to people correctly because they misinform them totally. You got to get an exorcist. This house is possessed. And then they contacted Chris, and we went in there and.
The house is full of positive energy. I didn't feel any negative energy in that house whatsoever. But the whole idea, what I was talking about with Sydney Sherman's book, and Gift and Innocence, which is now coming out, by the way, I suggest everybody buying a copy. Just so you know, I do believe that the child had the ability to see her grandmother.
I was pretty impressed with that. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, she spoke.
I feel happy. Ooh, I feel sad. Boom. Right?
Yeah, I agree. And the stone, what she said, she feels happy, she feels sad, made sense. What the stone actually does. Alien dog is really going crazy.
Have a guest, yeah.
Do you want to see if you can maybe get the guest and we'll continue talking? Just so at least we can talk. But I do want to mention with the there goes Angie. Hi, Angie. That is major attack dog, by the way. If anybody hears. I don't understand the attack dog thing.
I was walking around the whole property.
Okay, so we're live right now. Just so you know, you're walking in live, you can have a seat.
All right.
Here's our special guest. Here,
Where shall I sit?
You can sit right here in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Get downstairs. Get out of here. Come on here.
There's the attack dog.
There she is. Bella.
Yeah,
Ready to go crazy?
Come here.
How are
There I
you?
am. Good. How are you? Good to see you, Chris.
Good to see you. Angelo?
Hi, Angelo. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Did you run into any traffic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know,
It says no answer. What do you mean the
well,
door,
I was
right?
walking around the property, right?
Oh.
Looking
Were
for
you
you guys.
assessing it or?
No.
Just checking.
Gonna
That's
go
all.
around the patio.
Yeah,
You go around the back. I went to the
To a
back.
comedy show, if you've watched our show before, we do a little bit banter and things like that. But we talked